Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. Will County, Illinois lies a little southwest of Chicago, and it's loaded with suburbs. A few years ago, the Will County Forest Preserve District decided there were too many deer, even though patrons of the preserves love to see these beautiful animals. Unfortunately, as with most places that claim there are too many deer, the decision was made to simply kill them. The killing has been going on for a few years, and according to visitors and neighbors of the preserves, the deer population has plummeted. You don't even see many hoof prints in the snow. Like so many government programs, however, this killing operation has no intention of ramping down. As with other deer kill operations nationwide, the Will County slaughter has no public oversight. We, the people, are simply supposed to accept the killer's assurances that they're doing a fine job. Because we've exposed cruel government deer kills elsewhere, those assurances weren't good enough for us at Shark, so we decided to have a look for ourselves. From December 11, 2014 to February 5, 2015, Shark placed a number of hidden video cameras in preserves that were part of the deer kill program. What we documented raises numerous questions about not only the way the program operates and the treatment of the deer, but why there is a deer killing program at all. First, we question the proficiency of the shooters. From blood trails that clearly show animals were shot and merely injured, to video documentation of a deer running from a bait site after being shot at, the evidence challenges the ability of the shooters. Second, deer that were shot but not necessarily killed were left unattended for extended periods, ranging from 3 to 5 minutes, to, in one completely inexplicable case, more than an hour. This causes us concern for the humane treatment of the deer because if the victim is still alive, there can be a lot of suffering in those minutes. Leaving a deer for more than an hour, a delay for which we can imagine no legitimate explanation, causes concerns not just for humane treatment, but also for the claim of using the meat for human consumption. To our knowledge, these deer are not being field dressed, so the additional delay of transporting the deer to where it will be butchered would potentially render the meat useless. Third, our documentation shows that in a snow-covered winter environment where the food supply is bare minimal, few, if any, deer show up at the bait sites for extended periods of time. The bait sites were the equivalent of the only restaurant in town. Nevertheless, there were few, if any, customers. Even when the corn piles were later augmented with lettuce and carrots, there were few, if any, deer. Locals have attested to the enormous drop in deer sightings, and our documentation supports their claim that there are simply not many deer. The lack of deer raises our final concern, which is shooters straying from the program parameters. If the shooters were supposed to only shoot deer over bait, this was not always the case. Especially later in the program, the shooters were roving in their vehicles, apparently looking for any strays that were available. This again questions the need for a deer kill and also raises concerns about public safety. The bait sites are chosen for a reason, to protect people in surrounding homes from stray shots. An independent review is in order to look at the disturbing issues raised by our video documentation. Is there a need for a deer reduction program? Our documentation strongly suggests the answer is no. If there is a need, must it be a lethal program? There are non-lethal options available. Those non-lethal options deserve to be thoroughly explored. These are our deer. They're held in the public trust, live on public lands, and are managed, or in this case killed, with our tax dollars. Government-funded slaughters, if they are truly needed, should be transparent and open to scrutiny. Let the killers wear body cams, and let the kill teams include a representative from the humane community to ensure the most humane treatment possible. If we as a society have no more imagination or compassion than to simply kill anything that gets in our way, the taxpayers should at least see exactly what they're paying for. These deer are simply trying to live, just like all the rest of us. We treat our worst criminals better than we treat these innocent beings. Surely we can do better. Please contact the Will County Forest Preserve District and politely ask them to either stop killing the deer or at least allow the public to see what is really going on. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.